everybody, Rita here with GmaReezScrapShack. Just want to show this new journal I just finished, and I made this for my other daughter-in-love. I love Brittney. She's so sweet. It's her birthday on Monday. Yeah, that was just tucked in there because it was a dried flower. I might add it on. I just titled this one, These Are the Days. I kind of made it with some rustic eyelets. Not eyelets. What do they call those things? Oh, I'm so bad. I can't even think of what I'm trying to say. Brads. Yeah, brads. They were purple and I rusted them up. It's got an old quilt, a piece of a quilt. And with the hitch post and the stretchy elastic, it's called I forget what those are called. Anyway, they go with this. Here we go. I used the scans of my Levi's again, so I know this is not, nobody bought this, so this was just using my old labels on my jeans, and I didn't sell it or anything like that. So yeah, it's kind of country. Bo and Brittney live out in the country. They love the country lifestyle. Here's the corner flip here with the John Deere tractor. Just more spots for her to journal. Cute little homemade tag out of the tag kit by Studio 112. These little tags are awesome. Somebody sent this to me, Happy Mail. I think it was Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. You can sew them together to make them thicker and grunge them up and use them. And oh, I love that little tag kit. Home is where the heart is. This is all coffee stained with a bunch of ways that I grunge up paper to make it look older. This is just a little snippet I made with a piece of binder paper, coffee stained paper, a stamp, and a little tiny piece of that same quilt. The thread I used in this was like a pretty green color, just to keep it very neutral. I didn't want anything too bright. This is a napkin. You are my happy place. I want to say Carrie probably sent this to me. It's just a little piece of muslin with the stamp on it of a tulip. I put in a little rooster. Some more of the little ticking fabric I got from, I think that came from Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. These stamps I got of the Tim Holtz ones that, you know, that have all these on them. Those came from Michelle's. She's getting rid of everything from her craft cabin because she's moving. So she's been doing a really big de-stash, and a lot of those stamps came from what I bought from Michelle. Put a cow on here. It's got one of those Tim Holtz little card, ephemera cards in the little tiny, this is a little tiny, what do they call those little envelopes? I got that in Happy Mail. I think that came from Carrie. I could be wrong. You guys, people send me stuff all the time, so I forget where it comes from. I'm so bad. I put a little retro camper there. They're camping right now at the beach for Brittney's birthday. I know they're having fun. I'm so jealous. I wish we never would have sold our trailer. I put a cow on here. This is a butter wrapper that I just put on the Wells Tail tab and put a little eyelet so that this little, these little pins, the bulb pins, can hold on to little charms. This is just a little tiny piece of lace. Recipes. These are stamps I got from Michelle's de-stash as well. This is a napkin Mod Podge. This is a piece of the what's it called? Oh, chenille. A snippet that I bought from a friend online. And then this is just a bunch of ephemera pieces from Tim Holtz. And they're just in here so she could draw right on the back of them. So this could be a journaling card I made with the iced coffee stamp from Tim Holtz. Tim Holtz has amazing stuff. We love all Tim Holtz stuff. This is just a rooster I stamped on there and grunged it up. More of my scanned in jeans, faded jeans, and some of the old little tags off of them. Stamped some little farmer right here and colored it in with my markers. This is just a little avocado stained piece of paper with a Wells Tail tab on it, just for a little inner reaction, you know. Here's a dress that I found at Goodwill that had the embroidery on it. I still keep using that because I just think it's so gorgeous, and every now and again I just cut off a piece and sew it onto the edge of the fabric to make like a tuck spot or something. And there's a tag right here, pops up, and I believe, yeah, the roses that I painted on Mother's Day, or I just put that on that tag, and it's dated and signed. Here's some more of the avocado stained paper with the doily imprint. And here, this was another piece of muslin that came from Carrie Kell, I'm pretty sure, and it says, it was stamped on there, a note of love, and I thought that was so cute, so I just sewed some hearts on it. And here's a little spot for journaling. It's 2 pieces of coffee stained binder paper that's folded up, so she could put some journaling inside this little envelope right here. And on the front it just has Raggedy Ann and Andy. And these one of the little trinket tags from Studio 112 that I sewed onto a piece of brown bag, and then I stamped on some coffee stained paper and just sewed around it the little farm animals. Another little piece of ephemera. This was some ribbon that I made off of one of my old shabby chic sheets. You know, they wear out, and then the elastic gets all stretched out and you can't use them anymore. And the sheet, you don't just want to throw it away. The material is amazing. So what I do is I just rip it into shreds and use it for ribbon. And I gave it to a bunch of friends in Happy Mail. Here's one that it said vintage on it. I love it. I love it. I was going to hoard it forever, but I put it in here because I think Brittney will love that look. I'm hoping she will like this little junk journal I'm sending her. Here was just a little ladybug off of that same dress with all the embroidery. And this is a digital from my sweet friend. And I always forget how to say her name. I'm horrible. But if I remember, I'll link that so you guys can find them, because those are the cutest little tags. Another John Deere tractor here. I put the little barn here with that, and I did it in watercolors again because I really like that faded look. Here's a little wooden chair, another one of those little mason jar tags. They're a Lam shop, I want to say. I could be wrong. I put some of the diamond stickles on here from Ranger for the bugs. What are they called? Oh, I'm horrible, you guys. Why is it when we get on video we cannot talk? Anyway, this turned out super cute. I love it. I hope Brittney likes it. Made with love charm, and then a little picture charm. She can put a picture in there. Hopefully, I was going to try to find one, but I couldn't find one small enough. I need to reduce it down and maybe put pictures of her family in that little charm. Life is a bowl of cherries. All those little stamps I got from my friend Michelle's D-Stash. This is just a tea bag. I got those from Carrie Kell. I love them. They're super cute. I just made a little tag to slip in there, and it's got a piece of my Levi's, a piece of my nightgown with a vintage button, a little wooden bird, and then this little heart charm came from Carrie Kell too, because she sent me a couple of those and I love them. They're so adorable. This is my favorite page, I think, honestly, because it's so like farm fresh. There's a little rooster hanging here. This is off of one of the butter wrappers, and the Wells Tail tabs I made out of Craft Tex, but this was the chocolate brown. But anyway, I ended up covering it up, so you can't tell, but it's nice and sturdy. This is part of that sheet, and this is a pattern. This is some more of the ticking and coffee stained paper. I just like the way that looked, you know. Here's a little window frame I got from Dawn in Happy Mail. Thank you, Dawn. I love those. They're so super cute. On this side, I just put a little bingo card. Brittney can put a picture on there of one of the girls, or, you know, her and Bo or whatever. And then on this side, there's another little card I put on this side of the window. frame. And I also put this little dried flower that's pressed. This flower, I believe that came from my mom's garden. And I picked a bunch of little flowers before I left the day, and then when I got home, I popped them in the microwave and used the microflor to press them, and then I laminated them for windows for the journals. I love that look of that. These were some little Rolodex cards that my sweet friend Dawn sent me, and I love them. I think they're perfect for adding to the journals. They don't fit in my Rolodex because mine is way bigger, but they're cute for little journaling cards. So I put them in this pocket, and then there's some frogs that I thought were super cute that I found on a magazine, and I just sewed it onto this page. Another little mason jar for journaling, some more binder paper that's been coffee stained, and it's just tucked right there for, you know, for texture and a place to journal. Here's a little farm pig, and I've been using my new tool. I said I was going to show it in the last video and I forgot. I couldn't find it. So I fell in love with this tool. Once a month when I get paid, I give myself a little treat and I buy something that I've been wanting. Well, I used this about 65 times, and I was just building up my little stash for my reinforcements, you know, because I love to do them in cardstock so they're nice and thick, and when you hang something on it, it won't tear. Well, I made like 65 of them, and I couldn't figure out how to get the little whole piece out of here. My sweet friend Melinda, oh Mel, I just love her so much. She sent me a video. She did the research, found a video where all I had to do was lift this up like that, and then all those little pieces would fall out of here. Well, when I first tried to lift that, I thought, oh wow, that's really tight. I don't want to break it, you know. But sure enough, it opens up, and that's where they all fall out. So when you punch it a bunch of times, this is an awesome tool. I do love it. When I was trying to make these, I was using my my die, my Tim Holtz die, and I used it over and over and over, and it just takes forever because you got to put it back down, put more paper in, blah blah blah. This you can just take one piece of cardstock and boom boom boom, knock out a bunch of them. And I really like to coordinate colors with, you know, whatever I'm working on. So now I have a bunch of those all saved up, and I'm so happy that Melinda did all the work for me. Here's a little stamp. I put a tea kettle right here, and I added some silver. My daughter got these metallic markers, and I just love them. This is just a piece of, it's not brown bag. It's Craft Tex in the natural color, and it's a stamp of the measuring spoons. And I just stapled them on there with the tiny attacher. Another one of the jars. I know for a fact that Brittney likes mason jars, so I think she'll like that. Here's just a grunched up piece of cardstock that I made a journaling tag out of, and here's another one of the stamps of cup of coffee and some coffee stained paper sewed around the edge, made it a journaling tag. Here's some more of the chenille snippet that I used for a pocket. I don't know why that tape's there. I'm trying to go fast, you guys. I'm so bad at making videos, I know. This is avocado dyed paper. Has a little bit of cinnamon in it. It smells really good. This is just a flip up, and this stamp I thought was so adorable because it's a tiny little plant, and it has teeny little ladybugs. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Yeah, so anyway, that was another one of the stamps, new stamps I got, and I love it. I put where when you lift it up, you got a place to journal here. Another little, just ephemera tag. Another stamp. Another corner flip. It was so cute, you guys. I was watching my favorite person in the world, Lizzie, from, Elizabeth, what's your last name? I can't think right now. Anyway, it's Lizzie and Papa. And I was watching her do Zentangle. And, you know, years ago, when I was in high school, I loved doodling, and I doodled on everything. And anyway, what I'm trying to say is she had an auction, you guys, of a huge box of rubber stamps. And I won the auction, so I got to buy her box of rubber stamps. And I think the total was like, I don't know, I got it up to $58 was the winner. I don't know. So I paid $58 for like 58 stamps, and I'm thinking, or 57 stamps. That's like $1 a stamp. So I felt so lucky. And then the next thing I know, they were doing a drawing for the door prize, and I was so excited to watch her do the Zentangle the whole time she was talking. And you get the Zentangle, and she's stuffing stuff, you know, that she's cutting apart to put in the envelopes. And you know what? I thought, well, a number between 1 and 100. I said, well, 58 must be my lucky number. So I wrote 58 for the door prize, and go and behold, it was the closest number to, I think they drew number 60 without going over. So I won the door prize too. I was like, oh, I was so humbled, you guys. Like, I couldn't believe I won. I won the door prize. Oh, I just felt so silly, and I was giddy and so excited. And it was cute because somebody asked me if I was Rita Donnelly from the corner flip, and I said, yeah, that's me. I think that's hilarious because, you guys, I never in a million years thought I would get any type of fame from my YouTube channel, much less the little corner flip that I did one day. And between all the ladies that had been making journals forever, I guess they thought it needed to be known that I created that darn thing. So here it is. So many years later, and I'm like, you know, it's cute. I still get excited when people say, are you the Rita Donnelly corner flip? It's just silly. I know my kids make fun of me all the time because they think it's just ridiculous. But anyway, this is my book for Brittney. I hope she likes it. I don't even know if she journaled in the first one I made her so many years ago when I first started. But you know, if nothing else, it's cute. It's cute to look at, and you know, maybe it's something that she'll remember me by. I love you, Brittney, and I hope you had a great birthday this weekend, camping at the beach. And thanks for watching, everybody. I'll talk to you later.